Hey, this is Wellbag, and today I'm going to read some short fiction that a friend of mine, Victoria Corva, she's an online friend of mine here on, on YouTube and elsewhere, sent to me. She's a fiction writer, and she wrote a novel. I always get the order mixed up. If it's Books and Bone, it's Books and Bone, which is about a village of necromancers, so I recommend you check that out if you like kind of having fun with dark tropes in a lighthearted way, and if you like ace relationships. So that's another thing that you might be interested in if you another reason you might want to check them out. But again, her name is Victoria Corva, and she wrote Books and Bone, and a while back she did this thing where she sent out microfiction to folks. So there's a little envelope. It has a raven on it. I love wax seals. I have some wax seals myself. It's very difficult to not sing if you're me. Oh, I hate to do it a hurting, but I think that's the point of wax, isn't it? You're supposed to do it a hurting. You're supposed to do it a hurting. This is probably why people have like there we go. I got it. Knives for opening letters and things. You don't really need it so much for modern day ones, but for this you do. Oh, I've got it. I hope I haven't damaged it too much. There we go. There, got it. I'm sure you are watching this going like, what? Oh, here we go. Okay, so it does have, it's protected inside. Oof. Oh, cool. And it opens up. Oh, okay, so good. There's no way I could have hurt the microfiction because inside it's inside a little envelope, which is cool. Alright. She told me that if I couldn't read her handwriting, it was okay. And I think it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be fine. Now, first thing wanna know, going in is probably, I probably involves cats because I have a brand, folks. So, in short fiction, her crown restored. The crane peered through the hedges, her muscles bunched tightly. Her fur had lost its gloss, and her tail, once a regal pennant, was now thin and rat-like. She knew in her heart that she was a queen, but she looked like a beggar now. Felt like a beggar. Felt like a beggar. And much as she had tried, she wouldn't make it on her own. She watched the woman with others of her kind, saw the gentleness, the woman, she had been told, who could restore her crown. The queen gathered her courage. "Excuse me," she rushed through the grass. "Pardon me," but she hesitated at the woman's feet, unsure of the welcome she would receive. Make sure we don't do that. Yep. She met the woman's eyes and calmed when she saw the woman's puzzled smile. "I heard that you are kind," she said. A microfiction by Victoria. So that's sweet. It's true, it's very hard to get by on your own, whether you're a cat or not. So that's Her Crown Restored by Victoria Corva, who is a friend of mine. I'm gonna keep it. It's in blue too, I like blue. Blue is my favorite color. I don't think that was intentional, but I'm like, ooh, it's blue. So I'm gonna find a good place to put that, where I don't forget. I forget it. And she also sent me a second one, The Sea Witch's Magic. I think this one, she said she wanted to see how the envelope worked. Let's see. I think this one has a rating on the other side of the seal, so we're gonna be careful. I don't wanna take off any of the letters. Oh, I think I might, no? I think I can still read it. Oh. Let's see. She's probably like, oh, what are you doing to my story? I was like, I'm sorry. So this one is a little harder because it's, I think the envelope is actually part of the thing. Let's see if I can get. I'm sorry I damaged your story. I'm not quite, how are you supposed to open wax seals? There we go. I'm sorry. I feel guilty. Let's see. So this one says, The Sea Witch's Magic. The first time I went to the Sea Witch, I brought a necklace of broken glass. And in return, she asked. I'll tell you tomorrow, I replied. The second time I went to the Sea Witch, I brought a message in a bottle. What magic does this buy? I'll come again and tell you then. The third time I went to the Sea Witch, I held out empty hands. She took them, and I knew the price was paid. A Microfiction by Victoria. By Victoria. By Corva. Which is one of her, also a name she goes by. So that one was the Sea Witch's magic, and I think it was about friendship or romance. You can interpret beginnings of relationships either way, often, which can cause some trouble if you're not both interpreting it the same way. But so there you go. I promised her that I would open them and then I would read them. I'm sorry for doing or hurting to this one. I guess I should just cut a seal. That probably makes sense. There's probably like a seal cut. But there you go. That's the Sea Witch's magic and her crown restored. They're both by Victoria Corva. You can see she also goes by Vic Corva. He's a friend of mine, and you should check out her books. You should also check out her YouTube page. I think I have it in my the recommended channels at the top of my YouTube channel. There you go. Have a good evening, or day, or night. It's the internet. Who knows what time of day it is for you, right? Let's see. It's like folding a map. Oops, I folded it the wrong way. Well, we'll figure that one out off camera, huh? I think so. Later!